this is the time that there was a riot at the school that I worked at. Now, this is like 2017, 2018. I worked for the Boys and Girls Club, and the Boys and Girls Club, they put me at this middle school in Oceanside. It wasn't King, so I'll let y'all figure out the other middle school that it could possibly been, but it's the bad one. So this particular day, there's a football game between Chavez and this school that I work at. So the kids are like, can we go to the game? Can we go to the game? Can we go to the game? We're like, it's homework hour. Finish your homework. We'll see about it. This particular day, for some reason, the teachers didn't want to give anybody homework. So we checked. Trust me, we checked. We checked on their little blackboard or whatever. None of them had homework this day. So we're like, damn, now we ain't got no excuse really to not let these kids go to this game. Because I didn't want to supervise them. Neither did my coworker. So we had to have 15 to every one person, so like 25 of them wanted to go to the game. So that means 2 staff had to go where. So me and my boss, we go to the football game, down on the field. We take the kids, and what ends up happening is the game happens. I don't really know who won or not. I don't really care. It's irrelevant to the story. But after the game, these kids start huffing and puffing, talking big and bad to each other. Some of them were saying stuff like Deep Valley, Deep Valley. Me being born, or not born, but raised in Deep Valley, I'm like, ain't none of y'all from the Deep Valley, but that's neither here nor there. But, these kids are talking crazy. They like, pull up then. And we trying to calm our kids down. And I'm like, oh, shit. It's about to happen. Something about to happen. I just have this feeling. It was like a hood instinct. I was like, something bad is about to happen. So we're like trying to gather all the kids together to line up, do the names, and then walk back up. But all of a sudden, we start seeing all these kids running. And I'm like, uh-oh, this ain't good. And the kids are running, and then me and my boss are like, uh-oh, we got to figure out what the fuck is going on, So, because we had kids who weren't Boys and Girls Club kids as well, but they're on the property, so we're trying to like make sure nothing happens. And you see all these kids take off, then the kids are Boys and Girls Club take off, and I kid you not, I remember one of the kids was like, where are you going? Because he was in the Boys and Girls Club, and he was all like, I'm not coming today. And then he just kept going. So I was like, there's a fight. Instantly, I was like, there's a fight. These Chavez kids was big and bad, acting like they tough. There's a fight. So, and it's like crazy. It is crazy going on. So I go to my boss like, yo, you want me to go up there? Because, I'm with it. And then she's like, no, I got this. So I had to basically get all the kids that I can in these classrooms, make sure they stay in the classroom. And then I get that happening. And then I tell my white coworker too, who's not from this area, who doesn't know anything about anything that's going on right now. I tell her, keep these kids in this classroom. I'm about to go out here and try to fix this. All you see in the parking lot is a whole bunch of cars, whole bunch of kids going crazy. They throwing rocks. They throwing all type of things. They punching cars. You see parents getting out the car trying to square up with kids. And I'm sitting there like, this is the day I get fired. Because 1, it looks like we have no control. 2, I'm out here when I should be with the kids. So I'm like, I'm getting fired today. But obviously didn't get fired. But it was just crazy. My boss was like 5'2", and you see her in the middle of it. And I got more respect for her that day. I ain't gonna hold you, but it was just crazy. We ended up getting all the kids back. The Boys and Girls Club kids. I didn't care about the motherfucking kids. And I had to yell at all these kids, give them lectures on why this isn't cool. Somebody recorded it. So like the next day we go to work. We're watching the video of my boss in the middle of it trying to stop everything. Luckily, it doesn't get me yelling at these kids because I was cussing. I was cussing. I was hot. Like, I was like, why would y'all be so fucking stupid to go out here and deal with this? Like, somebody could have had a gun. Because these parents, these Chavez parents, was squaring up with these kids, yelling at these kids, acting like they were basically inciting like a riot because they egging these kids on. So that happened, and that is the time that the riot happened. Now, some kids got knocked out. Some of the Chavez kids were pretty big, and they gave it to some of them kids at the school I was working at. But it was just crazy over a football game. It was all over a football game. People claiming neighborhoods that they not from. And, you know, the school that I worked at with these bad little ghetto kids, and they don't care. They just want to fight. So that is the time that there was a riot at the school that I worked at.